Yo, what is going on, guys? Thank you guys for checking out my channel once again. Just I decided to cover a very controversial topic in bodybuilding, probably the most controversial topic ever in bodybuilding. That topic being synthol use or site enhancing oils. So what exactly is a site enhancing oil? It's basically to help to improve the overall look and feel of the muscle. To clear things up, first things first, synthol or pump and pose oil or site enhancing oils is not an anabolic steroid. They don't actually promote muscle growth. Well, they sort of promote muscle growth in a way, but their main focus is actually just the look of the muscle. Uh, just to cover actually the most popular synthol or pump and pose products. So kicking it off on the list, we got synthol pump and pose. It's actually the original product. It's actually the most expensive one, and it's basically you're basically just paying for the name. It's about $150, and it's been known to have a lot of replicas and fakes out there. So in my opinion, I would stay away from that one. Second on the list, we got Synthol. Probably one of the better choices. Reason being, it's actually made by a pharmaceutical company. So you've got the sterile the sterile covered. It hurts much less than the others, and the it actually has a lot of positive reviews. This one, it's actually the same formula as Pump and Pose, but it's actually got added silica in it, which is actually a better way to make your gains more permanent. It's also more of a refined formula. It flows freely through a 28 gauge needle, and unlike a lot of the others, you don't really need a 21 gauge needle, which is actually a very good thing if you have any sort of experience with needles. Again, it's also a lot cheaper than original Pump and Pose. It's actually, I think it's $20 cheaper. It's $130 if I'm not mistaken. And next on the list we got the Essig Clean. It's the same formula as Pump and Pose again, but it has actually one very negative aspect. It's got added collagen, and this is actually one of the worst things if you're looking to use a site enhancing oil. Reason being is because when you do use site enhancing oils, you want to avoid the biggest problem, which is the formation of scar tissue. You do not want scar tissue buildup when you use these kind of products. Scar tissue is collagen buildup due to the trauma caused by sticking a needle in your muscle to something as simple as possible. It would not help the buildup of scar tissue in the muscle by injecting collagen. So all in all, it's a very bad choice. And that, for those of you guys that don't know, that's Essig Clean. Stay away from Essig Clean. Another one on the list, very popular, is Nuclear Nutrition Oil. I don't know if that's the actual name, but from what I hear, that's the name it runs by. It's a very good product, and it works very well. However, uh, it's got an addition of another very controversial thing known as pro hormones. Personally, I would never ever recommend pro hormone use. Reason being is that because the side effects are really severe and you lose a lot of your gains, you lose majority of your gains. If you're looking to go down that road, it's a lot better to invest in an anabolic steroid as opposed to pro hormones. Uh, the nuclear nutrition oil will basically, it'll give you more side effects rather than benefits. It's pretty much just a very bad product overall, and also you won't be able to use it in countries like Canada and Australia because pro hormones are illegal. This one runs for about $150. And then we got Cosmostan. A lot of people, I wouldn't recommend a lot of people to use this. Basically, reason being is this one actually has anabolic steroids added. If I'm not mistaken, it's got two compounds of anabolic steroids. What it is it's a very long, it's a very long chain of fatty acid, and what this does is it'll wrap itself. It'll like contain the steroid oil, and that won't allow the steroid oil to be dissipated timely and for the body to assimilate the steroid. Again, you got steroids in it, which also makes it illegal in most countries. And the steroids contained in it are actually esterified, and they would have if absolutely no effect on growth. And for those of you that don't know, esterified steroids have to travel, and they basically pass through the liver first. Um, Again, this is a very bad choice for women. I would never ever recommend a woman to use this product. And to make matters worse, this Cosmostin actually has it actually contains collagen, which, as I mentioned before in my previous statements, that collagen it helps the buildup of scar tissue, which is actually the worst thing the worst thing you can do when using a site enhancing oil. Next up, we got liquid muscle. Same formula as pump and pose, except you're paying about two bills per bottle. I don't really know much about this product. I wouldn't really recommend it if you're looking for this stuff. So moving on, what does Synthol do? Basically, you're looking at two purposes: to increase the size of your muscle or to shape the muscle. For example, if let's say you want to increase the size of your biceps, you need to inject every head of the muscle, and you got to rotate the shots daily within the head. A good way to ensure that the added size keeps your natural look of the muscle. That's what you want. You want to focus on keeping the size from the Synthol, and you want to make it look natural. How to do that is basically you'll inject 1 ml for 10 days in each head of the muscle, 2 ml for 10 days, and 3 ml for 10 days. And if you execute this protocol correctly, you can add like actually up to 3 inches of arms and 3 inches to your arms in 30 days. Also another thing, if you're actually going to use Synthol, is you want to make sure you have no lumps. Now what that is lumps is like the one thing you want to avoid. How to avoid that is you want to make sure you massage the injection site. So every time after you inject, like later on during the day or at night, you want to massage that area. Best time to take Synthol, I would say, is like before going to the gym. As soon as you get to the gym, you do some light weights, high reps. You got to get the blood flowing, and you got to get that blood moving. You got to get that pump. Also, what this will do is help minimize like lump formation. Keep in mind that as soon as you have lumps, it's probably because you didn't massage, and like that would lead to like scar tissue formation. Another way to minimize scar tissue buildup is to use like smaller needles, like a 25G or 26G, and like a 1 inch long needle, depending on like your injection site. And also inject very slowly. If you find that like you cannot keep up with if you find like you can't keep the lump buildup, you can't keep the lump buildup, but it's like time for another shot. You gotta wait and then massage. Make sure the lump goes away. A lot of people that you see that actually that look weird on Synthol is actually because these people are uneducated. They don't know the actual use, and to make matters worse, Synthol can have like really, really bad side effects. Like you can get if used incorrectly, sharing of needles under any circumstance is the worst thing you can do. It's like HIV cause, infection cause. It's just overall the worst thing. If Synthol use goes wrong, you can have a very nasty, like disfigured look for the rest of your life. And the problem with that is, like, even after surgery, like the affected area would never go back to normal. You can get infected with Synthol use. You get pus, nasty looking weird muscles. Your physique will transform into a freakishly like full retard looking a body, like as some of the guys you see here in this video. And that's basically like Synthol abuse and uneducated use. Personally, I would never use this Synthol. I think it's like one of the worst things out there. I know it helps to an extent, but preferably I would stay away from that sort of thing. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, leave a comment. If this video